Peace and love, African family. Peace, love, and sunlight. This is Ankeru from Jam Tours Africa family. And as you know, guys, I just did a traditional wedding here. And before I did it, family, we discussed so much things. And I just want to share, this discussion that we had that, I didn't know exists, and I just want to share it with you. So I remember when I was talking one time, you said, if you don't pay a dowry, if the man don't pay the dowry, what happened? We're having some discussion, and you were saying that the woman can do this, she can do that, she will do this, she will do that. What are some of those things? So if the man, let's say, most likely these things happen to locals, because as a foreigner, really, you know what I mean, it's not like, you have to do it, because, and it won't be an issue for you anyways, because but most locals, they just maybe stay with the woman for a while and they don't do it, and it causes problems. So what are some of the problems? If a man don't come home, a man just never come to your family yet and say nothing. You just have your house, you're having children, you cook for him, you wash for him, you do everything. What are some of the problems may arise if a man don't pay a dowry in Kenya?
A woman might refuse to keep giving birth.
So let's say a woman have one.
Drink pill, let's say, if you don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for most cases here, like in my case, I have to test the waters. I can't buy a pussy in the bag. So before I do dowry or anything, as a foreigner, I have to make sure she get pregnant first, and then I'll come and do the dowry. But most persons, you get pregnant and then you don't come.
And then you expect the woman to, and then you keep making demands as if you're entitled and have not even done the necessary thing for the lady, right?
Okay.
So you hear some men, I want like 5 children. You get?
Yeah.
And in essence, a woman feels bad, like especially here in Africa or in Kenya, when a man has not come to like do the traditional wedding, even leave the white wedding first. But yeah, everything is important. But at least when you've done the traditional wedding, your parents know, the villagers know, and here the language is like she was bought. Well, by bought I don't literally mean, you can't buy life and you can't buy a person, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like some form of appreciation to the girl's mother, for bringing her up and all that, right? So a girl who, let's say I have my friend, she has not been done for traditional wedding, I've been done, she feels off, and you'll hear the pressure, maybe she pressured on her husband. Mary's husband they went home, me, you're not coming, you're just pressuring me to give birth and all that. So some women normally now bring the resistance, like you don't want to give birth again. Some might drink a pill behind the man's back without knowing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And another resistance is that you won't go for any family. Let's say the man family has get together.
Yeah, I'll end up hating your family, because you want me to keep coming to your family. Like, let's say your mom has visitors, and of course as the daughter-in-law I'll go to help to cook chapatis and all that, right? Maybe wash dishes. So in case my husband has not come to do the rightful thing, if you are from Kenya, for example, I won't be interested to come to your family gatherings. So
you'll tell the man that, how can I come to your house and you never bought me? Like, you'll say what would you say in a case like that?
I'm coming home as who?
Yeah, coming home as who?
Because basically it's like we're just living, it's just like a come we stay. But basically it has not been made official to your people that I'm officially yours.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and there's another one that surprised me was let's say you have a kid and you haven't come home and say anything to the parents, and let's say some conflict happen and the wife go back home. The wife has the right to go back home, right? Let's say you haven't.
Not really a right, won't put it that way, but in case she goes home, well, when you come for her, now when you come for her again, let's say right now if you've not done anything and you are from Kenya, right? So you're an African, you know all the laws and stuff.
Yeah.
I go back home. If I go back home, you can't come for me you yourself Mama Mary have come for me. It doesn't work that way.
It's a strategy. It's a strategy.
You have to look again for elderly men that will come and speak on your behalf. And in this case, when they come, our people, like now, the men that will be on my side, they'll ask, have you ever come to do the necessary arrangements? No.
Yeah.
So if you don't do them, we're not releasing our girl like that.
Okay. So let's say the man in love with the woman, and let's say it was me, like you have Amish for me and you go back home and stuff, and I want to come for you.
Now you have to
you have to do the no, you have to do it. You have to do it now if you really want that woman.
And in this case, they even calculate for you. Since the day I went home, the amount of inconveniences I've caused my mother,
The amount of food you eat, the amount of chapati you eat and all kind of thing.
Yeah, they'll calculate it for you. You'll have to pay.
You have to pay.
That's a fight on top of now the traditional thing.
Wow. And also, let's say the man neglect and don't want to come and don't want to just forget. Let's say him don't.
I can easily change my baby's name and name him after my home now.
Your father, like the grandfather, your father,
yes,
who is at home. So the child name will be changed family. So let's say a man neglect and don't want to come for you or anything, the child name will be changed to the grandfather or the father, you know what I mean, or maybe a brother or something, not true?
I was listening to these Kikuyu elders. They normally come and speak about traditions. So there's a certain woman who asked that. So I'm speaking of something that I had. She asked the man right on the radio, me when I left home, my husband refused to come and do the traditional wedding. I'm still at home. He didn't come for me. If I wish to change the baby's name, you can. Yeah, because why? My baby, the baby won't keep carrying a name that is somebody that is not even coming for me. You understand? Let's say, and in this case, let's say I was married to a Kikuyu, right?
Yeah.
So married to another like tribe, for example.
Yeah.
Now imagine the baby having another name. And not even coming
I not
me.
Even like playing a part.
It's a Kikuyu, you know, there are certain names that like in where I come from, like we don't have them. Yes, they're Kikuyu names, you understand? Yeah. So the baby carrying such a name and is not like I'm even yours or anything. So I have the right to change you. Just go change everything else.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's not like in the West, you cannot change a baby name in the West. No matter if the father neglect, no matter if the father will never see the child yet, once his name is there, you cannot change it. But this you can change it because
use your mother's name as the whatever name.
Wow.
As the maiden name.
Yeah, family. So as you can see, guys, you know, I'm just telling you this story to let you guys know that in Africa the culture is still there. And this was actually in the Bible, in the Old Testament, before a man get a wife. I don't know if you guys know about the scriptures, but you can look it up. You have to come to the parents' family with your camels or your cows or whatever it is. It's in the scriptures, it's in the Bible. You know what I mean? There is no way you can just get somebody like that. You have to come to their family, you have to pay a bride price.
Now, right now, you can do the white wedding like very
but you feel like so they will allow you to do white wedding without the traditional wedding? Let's say you go to AG or whatever, the pastor or whatever.
I don't know to the AG, but in the church. Although even my grandmother, I told you my grandmother just wedded the other day when she's old.
Yeah.
They went to the AG to like do the bookings or what? I don't know really.
Well,
to go and so that they can be processed for the marriage certificate. You understand? She was asked whether she has the nanny has done the traditional wedding.
Wow.
Yeah, that one she was asked. So I don't know whether it's everybody who is asked or anything, but
yeah,
I know here
I think it's the law because that's the first thing them ask. Have you paid? Have you bought? Have you whatever?
Have you done the necessary tradition?
Even when you go to whatever government place and you say this is my wife, they ask you all of these things like a joke, but it's a serious thing, family.
Even that day, remember when we went to immigration when I was still pregnant? You remember? We were going to extend.
Yeah.
So I remember the man asking me, and have you done the traditional thing? So
yeah.
It's just like a joke, but
it's serious. But they know that you must do it, family. So what about, like, say, God forbid something happen and your partner break up, and you already pay the bride price? What happened?
Well, if another man comes and wants to do it for me, because you see, like now when you've not done it.
No, let's say you've done it and everything and something don't work out, God forbid, or whatever.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And you go back, and let's say you're separated.
And then another man wants to do the traditional wedding for me. We will have first to return your own.
Your family has to return
everything that you removed on that day.
Okay.
Not what you've been spending on me. On that
and
day.
that you remove.
If you took 100,000, if you bought sodas, if you bought what, if you bought beer for the old men, the food that was cooked, you return for everything on that day. And then so that now the other person, because here you're not bought twice. You cannot be on at I'm on by you own me, and then another man has come because we separated, has done the thing. No.
Yeah, family. So I just want to share this informative video with you guys to let you understand the process. And if you're looking to come into Kenya, you want to get married, you see how one you like. As I said, family, tradition is blessing, and it was there long before all of this religion and all of these crazy things come about in Africa. These Westerners come with their craziness. These things was long before the test of time, and they should be followed. And if you don't follow them, you know, you can expect chaos in a relationship and a lot of problems, family. So if you want to come to Kenya and get married to a Kenyan, as a man like me, as a foreigner, I can be a guide to you and, you know, organize the men and everything, so you can actually do the correct way of the tradition for your blessings and everything, family. So this is Ankeru from Jam Tours Africa, family, and I'm here and I'm learning, I'm teaching, I'm preaching, and I'm sharing it with you. So if you recognize this video and see that it's add some value to your life, I want you to share it, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend. This is Ankeru from Jam Tours Africa, and this is my wife. Any last words? We are out. One love. God bless.